Hello world, this is Gemini Wolfstar Gaming, it's Anton, and welcome back for more Undertale. Last time we arrived in Snowden Town, and we took in the sights and met a bunch of the citizens or denizens, whatever you want to call them, the monsters. And that's pretty much the bulk of what happened last time. Although I did have to fight Papyrus, and though I didn't really want to, but in the end, Papyrus and myself spared each other. So we're all good now. We're friends. I wanted to come back in here because I completely forgot to talk to this dog. I talked to this one up here, quote unquote talked. He didn't talk back, but I completely forgot you. What in the world? What is that noise supposed to be of? Alright, well, so much for talking to him. That was weird. Anyway, it's like, I'm not sure what that was about. Can someone explain to me what that was about? Oh, and in my trek back to save, I saw that Papyrus here is in front of his home. Hey, Papyrus.
So you came back to have a date with me? You must be really serious about this.
I mean, let's do it. Let's do it, Papyrus. Let's go on a date.
I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time.
Where would that be? Oh, I don't have any control. Where are we going? Now we're just going back. What the? All right. Just walk away from his house and just come right back.
My house.
Am I allowed in? I assume so. What's going on up at that door there? It looks like there's like a fire going. I mean, it kind of looks like a flame.
This is my brother's pet rock.
Pet rock. I know that was a thing when I was a child. I had a rock, but it wasn't a pet rock. It was a painted rock, actually.
He always forgets to feed it.
Rocks can't eat. Unless this rock is part monster for whatever reason.
As usual, I have to take responsibility.
The rock is covered in sprinkles. Sprinkles? Like, when it says sprinkles, like the kind of sprinkles that you sprinkle on top of like a cupcake? I wonder. And actually the painted rock that I had was actually a gift from a friend of mine when I was a kid. I remember, I think I got it for my birthday one year, and it was, the image painted on it was of the Chicago Bulls logo. You know, Michael Jordan's old basketball team. I wasn't really into sports as a kid, still not, but the painted rock was honestly kind of cool, and I think I still have it somewhere.
Ooh, it's my favorite game show.
Game show. It says stay tuned for a new program. MTT.
What? It's usually better than this. This is just a bad episode. Don't judge me.
All right. I was a little taken aback by the sudden change in music there. What is this? It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it? All right.
Sons, please pick up your sock.
Why is it just hanging around the living room?
Okay.
Where is he?
Don't put it back down. Move it. Okay. You move it 2 inches. Move it to your room. Okay.
Is that all you can say, Sans? What is happening?
And don't bring it back. Okay.
Just everything with Sans is just okay.
It's still here.
Finally, he says something different.
Didn't you just say not to bring it back to my room? Forget it.
Well, where is Sans? You touch the couch. It makes a jangling sound? Jangling? Like the jangling of a bell? You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. Okay, that's the jangling. You got 20 gold. Oh, all right. I'll take what I can get. What's the book? It's a joke book. Take a look inside. Sure. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. Is that the joke about the book? Is that it's not actually a joke book, but a quantum physics book? You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. This is like those, what do you call them? I think you call them Matryoshka dolls? Where it's one thing inside another, inside another, inside another. I actually have something like that. It's like it's a Christmas decoration. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. What in the world? You decide to stop. Well,
welcome to
Scenic? Is that a typo?
Welcome to Scenic My House. Enjoy and take your time.
I am. Thank you. Kitchen? Why is the sink up so high?
Impressed? Impressed? I increased the height of my sink.
Why? What's the purpose of a sink being up that high?
Now I can fit more bones under it.
That's why? Alright.
Take a look-see.
Hi, pup. That is a dog, right?
What?
This music.
Catch that meddling canine! Curses!
Too perfect. Too perfect. That was hilarious. Thank you for that, Sods.
Sons! Stop plaguing my life with incidental music!
No, that was great. Keep going with that. I love it. Keep up the incidental music, Sods. I love it. Too funny. What? I just went inside the cupboard. What is going on here? And why is the music like this now? It sounds very oriental. Dog shrine. Donate? Dognate or dognot? I mean, how much can I donate? You put 1 gold into the box. You feel like you're about to waste a lot of time. So what? I can just keep donating? 1 of 2 gold in the box. Clink. Oh, Dognation level 1. Clink. The box is filled with coins. Perhaps if you leave and return, the donations will be used for something. Okay, I'll try that. Boy, when that music kicked in, good lord, that was like really loud, and I like looked down to see that I forgot to turn the volume down. Looks like the money was used to buy some fairy lights. Fairy lights. It was kind of dark in here. I mean, this is inside a cupboard. 0 of 4 gold in the box. I mean, how many times can I donate? I mean, that trophy that I got was like level 1, so what, if I keep donating, I'll get like a Dog Nation level 2 trophy and so on. So if I just keep doing this, at least it's just 1 gold. There we go. Yep, Dog Nation level 2. Okay, will it be used for something else maybe? And not just fairy lights? What is that? Dumplings, they look slightly nibbled. Dumplings, looks like the dog didn't like them very much. So far, the donation money has been totally wasted. I mean, I guess that's what the gold was used for then? I mean, if I keep doing this, will I get another trophy? Yep, level 3. Oh, now the dog in the painting has fallen over onto its side. Aw, good pup. Ah. All right. It's one of these things. It's one of the throw up wind balloon kind of things. I say throw up because when it goes like bloop, bloop, it I swear it kind of looks like the thing is like throwing up. It's like bleh, bleh. I don't know. It just looks funny to me. It's some kind of inflatable mascot. That's what it's called. Inflatable mascot. It's not clear how this is going to encourage anyone to donate. How much gold do I have? Oh, I have plenty. I have 158. Thank God it's only 1 gold. There we go, level 4. It's like, how many levels are there? What is that? Is that like a picture? A framed photo of Papyrus. Oh! Looks like he's having fun making some kind of pasta. Of course. I think this will be the last time I do it for now. Unless for some reason there's a reason to come back here to do this. Well, maybe I can come back here to do more of this? I don't know. But, and one more, there we go, level 5. God, how many Dog Nation trophies are there? I mean, I did note, if I look at my trophy list, that there's a total of 30 trophies. So it's like, how many Dog Nation trophies are there? Looks like the money was used to increase the size of the shrine. Oh, the shrine increased. Alright, you feel a sense of relief. I mean, I could keep going. I have 140 gold, but I don't want to spend a ton of time doing this here.
Aha! Interested in my food museum?
Food museum? This is the fridge.
Please, peruse my culinary art show.
Half of the fridge is filled with containers all labeled spaghetti. The other half contains nothing but an empty bag of chips. Stove?
My brother always goes out to eat.
Sans, really? It's like, come on, eat at home. You you save money that way.
But recently he tried baking something.
I take it didn't turn out well.
It was like a quiche.
A quiche? Boy, I haven't had a quiche in forever.
But filled with sugary non-egg substance. Oh, but filled with a sugary non-egg substance.
Read that kind of wrong.
How absurd!
Huh. Your countertop. Alright. How about upstairs? Picture of a bone.
A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life.
A bone. That's what's important in your life. Of course it is. He's a skeleton. Of course a bone would be important in his life. Okay, so whose room is this? Okay, that's Papyrus's room.
That's my room. If you finish looking around, we could go in and do whatever people do when they date.
Not yet. I haven't looked at this other door. The door is locked. Oh, I mean, yeah, let's go inside. He's just a big kid. He's a big kid. Look at this room. He has a car bed, a bunch of figurines, a computer, and what is that, a box full of bones? Love the bed, Papyrus.
That's my bed.
I got that.
If I ever get to the surface, I like to drive down a long highway.
And what, sing Life as a Highway?
Wind in my hair.
What hair? What hair?
Sun on my skin. Of course, that's just a dream. So instead, I cruise while I snooze.
All right.
Ah, yes, action figures. A great reference for the theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people.
A chubby, smiling man? Well, isn't that kind of describing Sans? Yeah, he's a little chubby for a skeleton. And he always looks like he's smiling.
Yeah, that's right. Santa!
Oh, Santa. Okay.
Isn't that fragnito?
I mean, it's alright. I mean, it's just a skull and crossbones.
Undine found it at the bay.
Oh, so it's a pirate flag.
I think it's from the human world.
I mean, it has to be, right? I mean, if it came from the bay.
Now I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it?
Hey, some humans are really into the whole skeleton motif. I mean, honestly, I have the feeling that Papyrus and Sans would get along really well with Jack Skellington. Just saying.
Well, I have a theory. I think humans must have descended from skeletons.
Books?
That book's one of my favorites. Advanced puzzle construction for critical minds. That next book's another one of my favorites. Peekaboo with fluffy bunny.
That's too funny and rather precious.
The ending always gets me.
What exactly happens at the ending?
Hey, those are all the attacks I used on you.
That's what this is?
Great memories, huh?
Sure, yeah.
Seems like it was only yesterday.
This line would only work if I had gone straight into this recording session from last recording session, but that's not the case.
Even though it basically just happened.
Right.
The internet! I'm quite popular there.
I feel like this line is very meta, seeing that this game is massively popular.
I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll.
It's kind of hard to say with my voice for Papyrus. Troll.
A jealous troll has besieged my online persona.
Well, that's kind of shitty.
Always sending. Always sending me bad puns in a goofy font.
I mean, your font is goofy. Did someone say goofy? No.
There are no skeletons inside my closet. Except me sometimes.
Wah, wah. Look in the closet. Is there going to be another portal here to another shrine? Clothes are hung up neatly inside. Okay.
So, if you've seen everything, do you want to start the date?
Sure. Begin the date? Yeah.
Okay. Dating start.
What? Dating start.
Here we are on our date.
Why did it go to this screen?
I've actually never done this before. But don't worry. You can't spell prepared without several letters from my name.
What the?
I snagged an official dating rulebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see.
This is a new look for him. Hands up to the face.
Step 1. Press your controller's triangle button for dating HUD.
Alright.
Wowie, I feel so informed.
Reel it in. Population. Egg? Egg? I'm confused by that. Tuesday? A radar with a dog going in and out of it. Crime. Crime?
I think we're ready for step 2. Step 2, ask them on a date. Human, I, the great Papyrus, will go on a date with you.
I mean, yes.
Really? Wowie! I guess that means it's time for part 3. Step 3, put on nice clothes to show you care. Wait a second. Wear clothing. That bandana around your head.
I'm not wearing a bandana.
You're wearing clothing right now. Not only that, earlier today, you were also wearing clothing. No, could it be? You've wanted to date me from the very beginning?
Sure, yeah. It's like it's so funny. It's like most of the time it's just eye sockets, but then when they get so surprised, eyeballs pop out. So funny.
No, you planned it all. You're way better at dating than I am.
Am I? I'm just a child. No, you're dating power. Dating power? Well. Okay, I have a dating power meter. Why do I have a dating power meter? Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't think you've bested me yet.
Tension? Ooh. I love this music. Oh my god. I seriously love the music in this game. I really do. From the tiny bit that I've read about the game is that Toby Fox did the character design, the writing, and composed the music. If I remember that correctly.
Don't think you've bested me yet. I, the great Papyrus, have never been beaten at dating, and I never will. I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing.
I mean, you are wearing clothing.
In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes.
So, okay, so these are your regular clothes right now. What are your special clothes? Do I want to know?
Just in case somebody happens to ask me on a date. Behold! Papyrus away! Yeah, what do you think of my secret style?
His shirt says cool dude. Okay, for some reason, this look for him kind of makes me think of Curly, the old Goosebumps mascot. You know, before Slappy took over being mascot. I mean, it's not much of a secret style. I mean, it's alright. I don't really love it or hate it. Can there be can that be an option? I want there to be a third option saying that I don't love it or hate it. I mean, I guess I love it.
No! A genuine compliment!
There goes my dating power again.
However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit.
Hidden power?
Therefore, what you just said is invalid.
Oh, my dating power meter is slowly decreasing.
This date won't escalate any further unless you find my secret.
I have to find your secret?
But that won't happen.
Move and inspect with with X. Okay.
The shirt didn't originally say cool, but I improved it.
What did it say?
Expert tip. All clothing articles can be improved this way.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, you could take a regular plain white t-shirt and, you know, kind of scrunch it up, put a bunch of rubber bands on it, and dip it in some different colors, and you get a tie-dyed shirt. So I remember doing that as a kid. Now he has a heart for a nose.
My hat? My hat! My hat!
What the? What's under his hat there?
Oh, well then, you found my secret. I suppose I have no choice. It's a present just for you.
Okay, well, thank you. Open it.
Do you know what this is?
It almost looks like I'm looking at a brain. I mean, I'm not entirely sure because of the, you know, pixelish nature of this game. But I'm gonna go with, of course,
Spaghetti.
oh. And here I thought it was a brain.
That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Right. But oh so wrong. This ain't any plain old pasta. This is an artisan's work. Silicon spaghetti, finely aged in oaken cask. In an oaken cask. Then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus.
I mean, let's get Gordon Ramsay in here to taste test this spaghetti.
Human, it's time to end this. There's no way this can go any further.
I mean, eat it. You take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. So it's not good? The taste is indescribable. Indescribable how?
What a passionate expression.
Is it?
You must really love my cooking. And by extension, me. Maybe even more than I do.
Ooh.
Arr!
No! My dating power is going through the roof.
Human, it's clear now. You're madly in love with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. Papyrus. Boy, is it hot in here, or is it just me? Oh, shoot. Human, I'm sorry. I don't like you the way you like me.
Oh? What? What? You don't like me the way I like you? I'm hurt, Papyrus. I'm hurt.
romantically, I mean, I tried very hard to. I thought that because you flirted with me, that I was supposed to go on a date with you.
I mean...
Then, on the date, feelings would blossom forth. I would be able to match your passion for me. But alas, I, the great Papyrus, excuse me, have failed. I feel just the same as before. And instead, by dating you, I have only drawn you deeper into your intense love for me. A dark prison of passion with no escape. How could I have done this to my dear friend?
Aww.
No, wait, that's wrong. I can't fail at anything. Human, I'll help you through these trying times. I'll keep being your cool friend.
Then you should change on your shirt. Dude to friend.
And act like this. And act like this all never happen. After all, you are very great.
Not greater than you, though, Papyrus. You're the great Papyrus. I clearly can't be greater than you.
It would be tragic to lose your friendship. So please, don't cry because I won't kiss you.
I won't be so hurt of not getting a kiss from you that I'd cry.
Because I don't even have lips.
That doesn't matter. That does not matter.
Hey, someday you'll find someone as great as me. Well, no, that's not true. But I'll help you settle for second best. Papyrus away! Oh, I know back. Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number.
Oh, I have his phone number now. So, seeing that I have that phone that I got from Torio, I can now call him whenever I want. All right. That's cool.
You can call me anytime. Platonically.
Of course.
Well, gotta go. Yeah. Papyrus away.
Well, that was a thing. That was a date. A very quirky date. I take it I still can't go into the store. Yeah, no. Well, just once more. There we go. Level 6. What will I get this time? A boombox. The boombox is playing an upbeat song. Yeah, I got that. It's having a psychological effect on your desire to donate. It's not clear what kind of effect that is. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of into it. This music. Oh, I can change the track. Yeah, sure. Huh? The next track is just the same but faster? So if it's not clear what kind of effect that is. Okay, yeah, change it again. Even faster? So it's like, how fast can this go? I wonder. Yeah, it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's like, how fast can this go? It's like, it's become like one of those, what do you call them? I'm not sure what you call them. I've seen like videos of kind of the same thing with like different kind of memes. Like it becomes faster or slower or multiply or whatever. So kind of like that. God. Is it going any faster at this point? Because I feel like it's as fast as it can go. Well, okay. How much gold do I have left now? 127. Okay. Well, with that done, now we can move forward. Very chilly here. Can't even see where I'm going. Midpoint. What's on the ground here? What is this? Is this not something? I can't examine it at all. Huh. Oh, there's Sans. Hi.
Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome! She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here. Haha.
Okay. What the heck are you? Looks like it's wearing sunglasses.
This is an echo flower. It repeats the last thing it heard over and over.
Hi, Sans.
What? Haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Grillby's. Wanna come?
All the way back to Grillby's? I mean, I guess why not?
Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. Over here. I know a shortcut.
A shortcut? But wait, what?
Fast shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone.
Okay, so who's talking first? Greetings, Sans.
Hiya, Sansi.
Sansi? I've already forgotten my voice for my duck, for the duck. I wish I could do Donald Duck. It's so hard to enunciate.
Hey, Sons, weren't you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago?
Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch.
Put 'em.
Here, get comfy.
Did I just sit down on a whoopee cushion?
Whoops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats.
Whoopee cushions are always fun.
Anyway, let's order. What do you want?
Fries or a burger? Give me a burger.
Hey, that sounds pretty good. Wilby, we'll have a double order of burger.
Burger.
So, what do you think of my brother?
Cool or uncool? I mean, he's cool.
Of course he's cool. He'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. And by that I mean he wears it in the shower.
Well, that's one way to wash your clothes.
Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup?
Yes.
Bon appetit.
Tush. You tip the ketchup? What? The cap falls off and... Oh, I tip the ketchup, not tip the ketchup with money. It's like, why would I give money to the ketchup? The cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours onto your food. Oh!
Whoops. Forget about it. Forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway.
I mean, how can you be? You're a skeleton.
Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries real hard.
I mean, he does, yes.
Like how he keeps trying to be part of the royal guard. One day, he went to the house of the head of the royal guard and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight. But the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training.
Warrior training?
It's, still a work in progress.
I'm sure it is.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
Have you ever heard of a talking flower?
Was he referring to Flowey? The music has gotten very somber. Yes, I have.
So you know all about it. The echo flower.
Oh, he's referring to the echo flower, not Flowey. Okay. For a second there, I thought he was talking about Flowey.
They're all over the marsh. Say something to them, and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement. Predictions.
Predictions? The echo flower can predict a future event? I feel like that's going to play a major part in the story then.
Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Well, that was a long break. I can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill?
Sure. I hope I have enough. Excuse me?
It's just 10,000 gold.
What? What? No, I don't have that kind of money.
Just kidding.
God damn it. God damn it. I fell for it again. When am I gonna learn? When am I gonna learn?
Grilby, put it on my tab.
I have a feeling he does this all the time. Puts the food on his tab. How long is his tab, I wonder?
By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot.
What was he gonna say? Well, Grillbiz said your food is probably cold by now. I mean, we talked for a while. Is there anything new that the characters will say?
Sans is interested. He has told me all kinds of incredible foods. But, despite his knowledge, he always orders the worst burger off the menu.
The worst burger? Huh.
Sansy, come back and sit with me. Everything's so fun when you're around.
Alright. Are you gonna make the same sound as before? Yep. So weird.
Sans is the most regular of all.
Okay, so he comes here all the time.
He hasn't been showing up as much recently.
Sans. I don't remember my voices for them.
Sans is a sentry, but don't let his title make you think he does anything. Everyone knows he sits around in the forest reading car magazines.
That's oddly specific. Sits around in the forest reading car magazines of all things? Okay, I have now added Papyrus's phone. Ring, ring, ring.
Snowden, home of Papyrus. That's the slogan, right?
Will he say anything else?
I'm petitioning to change the slogan.
Okay.
Let's hang out again sometime.
I'd like that, actually. It's like that was a very interesting conversation that we had. Ah! Well. Okay, so this. Wait. Oh, here's an echo flower. Hi, echo flower. I swear I saw something behind that rushing water. Behind the rushing water? Okay, so I have to time this just right, it seems. Okay. Ooh, oh, that was kind of close. Some actual shadow. I'm actually surprised by that. Oh, Papyrus. What is he doing?
Hi, Undine. I'm here with my daily report.
Can't really see Undine very well.
Regarding that human I called you about earlier. Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. What? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undine, but in the end, I failed. What? You're going to take the human soul yourself?
Oh. This is rather foreboding.
But Undine, you don't have to destroy them. You see? You see? I understand. I'll help you in any way I can.
Am I gonna get betrayed by Papyrus? I wonder. I mean, I've really warmed up to him. If it turns out that he betrays me later on, although I already kind of feel like I'm a little betrayed, but I don't know. It just seems that he isn't really all that, malicious. It's like it seems that Undine is the one who's malicious, and Papyrus is just an unwitting, an unwitting pawn in whatever Undine's plans or goals are concerning Sky. So it just makes me wonder what exactly is going to happen with our relationship with Papyrus later on in the game concerning that. And I can only assume that that I overheard that. Great. Well. What was that about? Oh, hi! Shit.
Yo, did you see the way she was staring at you?
I mean, I really couldn't make out the face.
That was awesome! I'm so jealous! What did you do to get her attention? Come on, let's go watch her beat up some bad guys.
Oh, you okay? That looked like it hurt. She just sort of fell right on his face. Or her. I don't know the gender. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. Well, things are certainly getting a little interesting now, given that little scene between Papyrus and Undine. So, it's like that really has me worried, honestly. But, you know, for now, I'll just have to take it in stride, I guess. It's like I have honestly really come to really enjoy Papyrus and his antics. So if he does wind up betraying me, I don't know how I'll feel, if I'm being honest. If he does betray me, I think I would feel a little hurt, because, you know, he's fun. He is. So I just kind of hope that something happens later on that he'll get redeemed and not become, you know, a traitor to me. At least I hope. I can only hope. So, for now, I will stop it here. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.